Is a digital marketing degree worth it? Should you study digital marketing in university or college? Can you get a job in digital marketing with no experience? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Growth Vertical. For those of you who are new, I'm Neil Patel and I'm a digital marketer based in the UK. And this is another video in my series on how to get into digital marketing. Today we'll explore whether you should study digital marketing at university or college to get into digital marketing. And I'll provide my honest opinion since I got a digital marketing master's degree to kickstart my digital marketing career. So before we get started, I just wanted to say that if you're liking the content here on Growth Vertical and you'd like to see more, please ensure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. So let's get down to it. So the short answer to whether you should actually study a digital marketing degree at university or college to get into digital marketing is, well, there isn't really any short answer. And if there was one, I'd say it really depends. But here's why. When I say this, I mean that it depends on the route you want to take. Do you want to become a digital marketing consultant? Do you want to become a CMO at a big firm? Do you want to become a freelancer, digital marketing freelancer? Do you want to own your own digital marketing agency or own your own business in the future? It really depends on the route you want to go. Now, if your goal is to work for a big company, then I'll tell you now, from what I've seen and what processes I've been a part of, quite a few companies out there do require some form of degree. Maybe in marketing, maybe in communications, maybe in advertising. But this is all part of a qualification process so that they can screen your CVs and narrow down the number of people that are actually applying for the role so that they can have some form of control of the people coming into their company. But saying that, there are also a lot of companies that don't mind if you don't have a degree, so long you have the experience to back it up. Even so, there are roles like entry-level digital marketing jobs or digital marketing apprenticeships where you don't need any experience at all or a degree, and it's part of a big training program to educate you and train you up until a practical level so that you can actually work within a business. So for those of you who just want to get into digital marketing and you're looking for ways of how you can do that, in my previous video, I actually shared the options and what my journey was. I've also based some recommendations on how you can do that going forward. So feel free to check that out and then come back to this video if you feel like you want to go the degree route or you're still unsure, to see if the information I provide on this video actually helps you out in making that decision. Okay, now, so for those of you who don't know or are new here, I switched to digital marketing from my IT career, which I was in for about 2 years. So to get into digital marketing, I did an accredited foundations digital marketing course for about 6 weeks, just to make sure. Then I decided to go back to the same university where I did my undergrad in computer science to do a digital marketing master's degree instead. Fast forward a bit, I managed to do a project or a module that I had as part of my degree. And at the end of that, I also got offered a job, right, on a contract basis. Fast forward from there, now I work as a growth manager as part of a tech company where I head up the entire marketing function. And one of the qualifiers for that process in getting an interview there was the fact that I had a digital marketing master's. And now on top of my full-time job, I also do digital marketing freelancing or digital marketing consulting on the side. Now look, there's still loads more I want to do. There's still loads more I want to accomplish. Maybe even move out of full-time soon or at some point in the future and do full-time digital marketing consulting, or even an open digital marketing agency or my own business. Who knows, right? Now listen, with my digital marketing foundations course before my degree, I was still able to apply for jobs. I was still able to apply for those entry-level digital marketing jobs or internships just to get me through the door. But it was entirely my choice to go back to university and still pursue a career. No one was able to talk me out of it. And I was lucky in the sense that my uni, where I did my undergrad, had that digital marketing course, and they were one of the early ones who had a top course because they were quite innovative in their course structure and quite business oriented as well, where they actually allow you to gain experiences at different levels in a business setting. So in my opinion, when you're looking for a course, you want to be looking for something that you want out of that course, right? When I looked for my course, I realized that it was one of the top courses for me because it had everything I was looking for. I looked for modules that gave me what I wanted, including that business, strategic, the psychological elements, and also the practical experience along with it. So now I'm gonna go over the reasons I had to go back to university, because I know that there's some of you, I'm sure that there's some of you guys that are probably saying, hey, well, why would you wanna go back to university and Why would you want to spend time doing all that again? So now my first reason is, I think in my honest opinion, I felt that it would just make things a lot easier. It would be the more easier choice to take. Hey, well, I can just go and do a degree. Yes, I'm just going to pay a fee, apply, and gain entry, and then that's it, right? After you're in the course, and you're just going to complete it. But I also felt that it probably would help me against other candidates. So there's a lot of people out there. I was like, oh, well, all these graduates and stuff are coming out with their degrees. And I'm here, this entry-level dude who's not got any experience in digital marketing, that's done basic modules here and there. How am I going to cut through the noise? How am I going to compete? So I felt that it would help me stand out, right? And I'm not going to lie, it did help me in a lot of interviews. This role that I'm doing right now, I landed an interview here because having a master's was one of the qualifiers for this role, right? On top of all the self-starter work I had done before that in my internships and where I volunteered and things like that. I guess my second reason is that I enjoyed student life, right? And I didn't mind the whole exams and coursework. I just didn't mind it. I felt that I enjoyed it enough. I would enjoy it enough because I was so hyped up for doing digital marketing that I would put my all into it. And to be honest, it was good because, and not to brag here, but I was the highest performer across the entire course. Now, how many people could say that they have the highest grade across the entire course? Which brings me through to my third reason. I feel university is underrated in the sense that it provides you with some certain transferable skills or soft skills that could actually help you later down in life, right? It teaches you some entrepreneurial skills like time management, leadership skills, collaboration, creative thinking, project management. You really learn how to systematically deliver on work, or you get tested on how much pressure you can cope with to meet deadlines and how to effectively communicate with international students or with other students in group settings. So that right there with communication with people is super important, especially in leadership roles and group roles, right? Where you're leading teams, where you're probably setting up a business in the future. A lot of successful business owners or really successful high net worth people also say, hey, well, you need to make sure you get an education. I think a lot of people forget about this, and that sets the tone for what people could be doing. I mean, these guys are advising you, these high net worth individuals are advising you to stay in school. These things collectively are really important in my eyes. University or colleges expose you to these different areas. And my final reason is that I feel a degree carries some weight with it. It seems credible when someone asks me about my background. I can say that I've got a digital marketing master's. I know what the basics are, the foundations, I know what the best practices and structures are in planning to implementation. I can strategize well, and I have all these transferable skills. And also, it made me think that not many people actually have one, because everyone was undergoing the same mentality, that scarce mentality of, hey, other people aren't going, so I'm not going to go. Or it was actually expensive, right? It becomes costly, which I'll go over later. But because not many people had one, it will help me cut through the noise and stand out. So if you do want to study a digital marketing degree, you don't have to move out. You don't have to go to the university or college and spend all that money living there and whatnot. You can actually do online courses now. You can do online degrees, and it's so easy because you can do it part-time as well. So you can support yourself with an income, with a side hustle, whatever you're trying to work on, and study it at the same time. But I will say this, that if you're not going to use a degree, then it's definitely not worth it. It's different in my situation. You might be thinking, hey Neil, what about your computer science degree? Well, the computer science degree was fine. In fact, the job right now, one of the qualifiers there was for me to have some form of tech background if I wanted to be the lead or head of marketing at this company. And so I needed to make sure I had a digital marketing master's, which would have looked good, made me look good. Computer science degree makes me look relatable to the product, that I can understand a very complex product. And then the fact that I did self-starter work and went out my own way to build my own experiences through internships and voluntary work, I was able to land that role. So now you're probably itching to hear whether it was worth it. What's my verdict? Was it worth it, Neil, or was it not? Well, before I tell you whether it was worth it or not, and whether I would have done things any differently, I will say this first. If you're liking the content here on Growth Vertical and you do want to see more, please subscribe to the channel and do hit that notification bell so that you ensure you don't miss out on any future videos. Now let's get back to it. So, is it worth it? If I'm going to be honest, I'll say probably not. The reason why is because there are a ton of other ways that you can get into digital marketing. You can do accredited courses in digital marketing. You can do digital marketing internships and really build up your experience and sharpen your skills. It allows you to expose yourself to how companies do it, to what those best practices are, to what the structures are, to how you should run things in a practical environment, in a business setting. Even big digital marketing players like the social media giants offer courses on how to run ads and how to market businesses across different platforms like Google's Skillshop or Google's Skills Academy, Google's Digital Garage certification, or you can look at Facebook's Blueprint or even HubSpot's Inbound Marketing certification. There's loads more out there. You can even find entry-level digital marketing jobs, digital marketing apprenticeships, even the rare ones that may even pay for you to do your degree on the side whilst you're working for them. You can learn and teach yourself, which I always try and stress. You can set up a website or even pull up your own product and try to sell that on either an Amazon or a Shopify or your WordPress store or your WooCommerce store. It doesn't really matter. There's so many ways you could do that. You could try and drive traffic to it and improve the number of sales and really teach yourself so that you can gain experience from it. Then you can offer your skills to someone who needs your help and build your own client portfolio to eventually run your own show. Do I regret doing my digital marketing masters? Absolutely not. I wouldn't be here today if I didn't make the decision to do so back then. I have enjoyed every part of it, and I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't make that decision. I would regret it if I didn't use it because it would be wasted time, wasted effort, and wasted money. But I have loads of memories, right, from even doing so, and I worked my ass off to actually catch up and get here today. Also, my journey has been incredible. I've come across a lot of crossroads because of the degree, and it's taught me a lot. I could have saved on the money for sure, but I think of it as an investment to get me here to where I am today. I really owe it to the continuous improvements I made on top of getting the degree, so everything after that to get me to where I am, I just kept capitalizing on it and putting extra effort in. Because if you don't have some form of focus and you're just gonna try and wing it, relax and let it come to you, then it's not going to work out. You need to really put in the maximum effort and work smart to actually open up the range of opportunities that are there for you. I strongly believe that serendipity will actually come and find you, right? That luck will come and find you. And the more you broaden your scope, the more serendipity has a chance to actually play itself into your hand. And when you put yourself in a particular position and you expose yourself to the laws of nature, then more opportunities will come to you because it recognizes, it responds to your level of hard work, your level of smart work, and you're moving yourself in those directions for things to happen. The more you push yourself, get out there and try new things, the more likely you are in finding out what things are in store for you. Just keep moving and reflect on what things you could be doing better, right? What decisions could you be making to getting where you want to be? And it always depends on your circumstances. So remember, if you do want to consider doing a degree, then I would suggest weighing out your options, building a plan out, and if it fits your plan, fine. If it doesn't, then there are plenty of other opportunities for you to actually go ahead and get into digital marketing. The degree is not the only way to get into digital marketing. And to be honest, it's probably a wise decision to really assess the degree route because we don't know what's going on with the education system amongst the pandemic. And also it's quite expensive, right? And it does take a lot of time up. Remember, it's not the only way to get into digital marketing. It's just one small way. And there are plenty of really good ways to get into it now. You don't have to have a degree to get into the field. So there you have it, everyone. Now you know that there are other ways of getting into digital marketing without a degree. And there are some really good options too. It's what you make of it that truly matters. So if you liked today's video and you wanted to keep up with the How to Get Into Digital Marketing series, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And ensure you smash that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. And if you have any questions whatsoever on how to get into digital marketing or around the topic in itself, or you just want to reach out, feel free to use the links below to some of my social channels where you can actually hit me up and I'll get back to you and try to answer and help you out where I can. I appreciate you all coming by today and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. See you soon.